Okay, now the audio's on.
Is it? Are you sure? Are you positive?
The light's going.
We just recorded like 15 minutes and you didn't turn the audio on. Nice.
Hi guys, welcome back to another rehearsal week of the last 5 years with Callum and Grace.
Whoop, whoop. Another shout out to the Duda Stars Football Club for letting us use their venue. Thank you so much. Comp tickets are definitely coming your way. Thanks.
Yay! To give a little bit of context, we had rehearsal last week as well, but we didn't record it. Quickly to touch on what we did last week, we did a warm-up with viewpoints. We then went ahead and smashed out the second act.
We did.
Yes.
It was a really productive rehearsal last week. You had some really great ideas coming along.
I tried. I was like, hey, let's try this. And we tried it and it worked.
It was so good.
Yeah, and so that was really good that we were able to finish that off, because this week coming into it, we decided we'd do a run of the show. We first did some viewpoint warm-up to some hit tunes.
Some great tunes.
So viewpoints is something that we did back in university to help get yourself energized and into the headspace of what we're going to do in rehearsal. But for us, because it's just the two of us and we don't have a lot of external influence, we decided that we play music over the top of it. That music being 90s and noughties pop music on Spotify.
It's so good, so much fun. It just makes it so much more energized, fun, less serious, less too much like this is an exercise and we have to.
Because that was the mentality that we both had during uni when we did it. That you kind of get so focused on the word being focus, which is a bad word. A lecturer told us.
I thought focus was okay. I thought it was concentrate that was worse.
They're both bad. They're both bad. Focus being bad is that you shouldn't focus on something. You should invite your awareness to it.
That's right.
Yeah. So instead of trying to focus on trying to get it right, she would always say, make sure you're open to everything and
open your awareness.
Open your awareness.
Everyone, everything. Every feeling.
While Grace and I were both like, do the thing.
Do the thing.
Make sure to get it right, be a good student, which neither of us were. So we had Barbie Girl play today.
It was great.
It was so much fun.
So much fun. We're working not only just on viewpoints and, working the grid and levels and duration and those kind of things, but we're also opening up our awareness to each other, going off impulse, and playing with each other with our impulse, like just kind of so that we can then translate that into working in the show.
Yeah.
Where we have some sequences where we are in each other's space, and we need to respond in a way that's not directly, but in relation to. If that was vague enough.
So vague. It's fine.
So vague. That's
you know nothing about the show. I'm trying to do Jedi mind tricks. So.
Do them Jedi mind tricks.
Come see the show, please.
I just look like you went Simba.
We then did a full run of the show. Back-to-back songs. It was tough.
It was. Very first time going through the whole show. I definitely saw some holes.
Yes.
Definitely saw some things that we can work on. Mm-hmm. Quite a lot of them. Mm-hmm. But that was to be expected. I mean, it was only a very rough draft of the show. Just our initial thoughts and feelings and ideas going into it, and now we can go, these things work, these things don't.
Yeah, so another reason why we did it as well is that we said earlier on that we as we have plenty of time, that this could be just a version of the show that we have, that we've put this together and this might be something that we completely throw away.
Yeah.
and just come back and do something else. But it's just so then we can have stuff to work off, have an idea of what the feeling of the show is for us and how we
yeah,
want to
definitely.
create these certain aspects of the show further. We found a good beginner as well.
Yep.
Considering we didn't really know how to start the show, but now
No.
after finishing the show, we now do.
We, in the very first week of rehearsals, we kind of jumped straight into my first sequence. But we didn't really think about the very, very start of the show. We had some ideas,
Yeah.
but none of them seemed to really jump out at us as something that we could workshop. And it wasn't until last week when we created an idea for the end, and we ran through it just to... Where was I up to? I lost where I was up to.
So you were saying that by finishing off the show and coming with an idea to finish it, that helped with the opening by coming with the idea of like switching it, like mirroring it.
Yep, that's right.
We worked through the show. We both got kind of tired vocally.
Oh, definitely. I realised that I need to get back onto doing my daily vocal warm-up and maybe a cool down as well. I'm just feeling very like scratchy, especially coming off a flu. You are too.
Yeah.
Oh, rhyming! I know, I'm so cool.
I just have been using the warm-up app called Warm Me Up.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
It's a great app.
Yeah, I do that in the drive in the car. Highly recommend. Check it out on the App Store, and that helps warm me up getting here. But I do need to do some more vocal exercises at home and everything like that.
We'll put the app
The link. Yeah, we can do
link
that.
in the description below.
Why not?
Might as well.
Yeah, it's very straightforward. You can organise to do 2 minutes to half an hour warm-ups, and it will give you nearly everything that you need to do. I mainly do afterwards a few more tongue twisters because I'm very lazy with my tongue. That sounded gross. So we do the full run. We then also now have started doing like a sit-down analysis of the text. So just to go back and figure out what we're actually saying. To also give context, we are doing it chronologically in the story of our character's relationship. So instead of Grace doing everything in reverse, we are now just kind of doing it one song sequence after the other song that would make sense.
In the chronological order of the relationship.
Yes, exactly. So
You started with your first song and I
Yep.
started with my last.
Yeah.
And we were just going through and just working through the text, giving explanations for each line, definitions for words, so that we know what we're actually saying.
Yeah, and the other person's just questioning and making sure that they understand as well, that they understand. And they were just, there was good things. Obviously, there's still some things that we don't quite understand.
Yeah,
there were some 1 or 2 lines that we're not 100% sure on, but I think those will come together in the next couple of
Especially
weeks.
repetition
Yep.
and variation on repetition, because it can be almost the same line except for one word, and that one word can make a huge difference.
Yeah.
So knowing exactly what you're saying and why you're saying it, and even why it's been
Said, yeah.
why it's being said, it's really important.
Yeah.
And we're just going to continue working through the script like that. Mm-hmm. And it will be so much easier for me to do it in the order of our relationship, to then reverse it when it goes back into the show.
Yeah.
Because I can get a clear idea of where I'm at in my my story arc.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So probably next week we'll be working a lot on that. We might not be as physical in the space, but we'll probably still do some things here and there.
If you have any questions for us, please leave them in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you.
Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next week. Make sure to come see our show in the future when that's already good to go.
And details will be below
Yep.
in the description.
Yeah. And we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye. Push.
Sorry, can you put your arm down? 'Cause
Why?
it looks like a giant, like, just like serpent thing coming, like.
Say it. It's a penis.
Ew.